Today we are going to discuss the Tate coat of arms. But before we get started, we wanted to let you know that we offer genealogy research service at our website. Please visit us at coadb.com. First coat of arms to discuss is blazoned as follows. Ermine on a pale invected azure between 4 Cornish choughs proper, 2 roses argent, crest a dexter arm, embowed vested azure, cuff argent, and the arm charged with 2 roses argent, the hand holding a pine apple erect, slipped, and the 2 ears of wheat saltirewise all proper. So the coat of arms of the Tates of Park Hill in London. The Tate Baronetcy of Park Hill and Streatham in the county of London was a title created in the baronetage of the United Kingdom in 1898 for the sugar magnate and philanthropist Sir Henry Tate, born 1819, who we see here, who was the son of Reverend William Tate, born 1773. And here we see the family estate of Park Hill House. Next is Argent on a fesse gules between 3 doves argent, beaked and legged of the second, the rays of a demi-sun breaking out of the upper part of a fesse or, crest, an arm embowed, vested quarterly or in sable, holding in the hand proper a bunch of flowers leaf vert. For the Tates of Liverpool, there was William Watson Tate, Esquire of Liverpool, seen here, born 1771, a merchant, the son of James Tate, a barber surgeon in France, who was the son of Andrew Tate of Scotland, who died around the year 1770. Similar coat of arms, said to be for Tate of Yorkshire, spelled with a Y. Wasn't able to find who this belonged to, but there was a Thomas Tate documented in Yorkshire as early as 1301, and a Ralph Tait documented there in 1185. Next we have per fesse or in gules, a pale counterchange, 3 Cornish choughs proper, crest, an arm embowed and cooped at the shoulder, vested per pale gules and or, holding in the hand a pine branch proper the second. This was for the Tates of Sutton Bonington in Nottinghamshire. There was George Tate of Stretton and Sutton Bonington, born 1575. He had son Anthony Tate and George Tate of Hobie. Anthony had son Henry Tate of Burleigh Park, born 1653, who was Sheriff of Leicestershire. Also by the Tates of Delapre Abbey, William Tate, Zouch Tate, and Sir John Tate, Recorder of London, were sons of Zouch Tate, born 1606, who was son of Sir William Tate, who was the grandson of Sir Bartholomew Tate, Vice Marshal of Clee, who was the son of Sir John Tate, Sheriff and Lord Mayor of London, and it looks like they ultimately descended from John Tate of Coventry. Also in this family was Sir John Tate, Sheriff and Lord Mayor of London, as well as Sir John Tate of Stockbury in County Kent, alive in the year 1481, who had son John Tate of Clerkenwell and son Sir Richard Tate, who died in the year 1555. Same coat of arms for Tate of Cheam Hall and the manor of Merton in County Surrey. There was William Tate of Cheam, who died in 1834. He was succeeded by his nephew, John Hilbert Tate. This one has a slightly different crest. The crest is the stock of a tree cooped and eradicated in fesse vert, and between the branches thereof a fleur-de-lis. Probably belonged to one of the various men mentioned on the previous slide. A lot of knights. Argent, a satyr and chief, both engrailed gules. Crest, a horse's head cooped sable, said to be for Tate of Scotland. There was a James Haldane Tate, born 1771, a naval officer, born at Glasgow, the 6th son of William Tate, a Glasgow merchant. There was also William Tate of Edinburgh, Scotland, who died in 1800, a member of Parliament, son of Alexander Tate. And there was a Peter Guthrie Tate, born 1831, a physicist and mathematician, the only son of John Tate, secretary to a duke. Argent, a satyr and chief, both engrailed gules. We have the sun as a crest here, worn by the Tates of Pern in County Peeblesshire, Scotland. There was Alexander Tate of Pern, alive in the year 1531, who had son George Tate, and there was Alexander Tate, Lord of Pern, in the year 1629. It's also borne by Sir William Tayt, born 1798, president of the Royal Institute of the British Architects, son of Arthur Tate, a merchant of Russian goods. And here we see Pern House. Same coat of arms again. Not sure why I have it listed twice here. This one has a horse's head Argent. This was for Colonel John Sprout Tate of Hertford in County Cheshire, born in 1843 of the 12th Lancers, son of Alexander Duncan Tate, captain of the 4th Dragoon Guards. Argent, a satire engraved gules on a chief of the second, a castle on each tower, an obtuse spire with a weather cock, and on the arch over the curtain, a cross glory, all of the last. Crest, upon a wreath of the colors, and out of a civic crown and an arm and armor embowed, the hand grasping a red rose slipped and leaved all proper. Motto, God give me grace, for the Tates of South Hill in County Limerick, Ireland. There was Sir Peter Tate, Deputy and Lord Mayor of Limerick, born in the year 1828. Argent, a satire gules on a chief gules, 3 mullets of 6 points argent, crest a deer's head with a mullet above it, as in the arms. For Tate of Perna in Finland, according to a legend, there was a Tate who arrived in Finland as a mercenary officer with looks like for Sweden during the Crusades of the 13th century. A quarterly coat of arms for Tate of St. James, Westminster, Reverend Archibald Campbell Tate, born 1811, Archbishop of Canterbury, son of Crawford Tate of Harveystown, born 1766, a Scottish lawyer who was the son of John Tate. Here we have Tate of Ireland, crest, a lion passed in azure, charged on the shoulder with the fleur-de-lis. Now, we weren't able to find the shield for this or the escutcheon. We also weren't able to identify the armature, but there were families in Ireland by the name of Tate who bore coats of arms, including Tate of Larag in County Cavan. There was a William Tate of that location, alive in the year 1711. Tate of Drogheda, Tate of Kilkenny, and Tate of Banago in County Cavan. There was also a man named Faithful Tate, born 1626. He was a clergyman and a poet from Cavan, son of Faithful Tate, a doctor of divinity, who had son Nahum Tate, a poet, and Robert Lambert Tate, sheriff of County Down, 1762. Theophilus Tate, who died in 1673, a fellow of the Trinity College in Dublin, Joseph Tate of Kilkenny, and James Tate of Castle Moyle, all possibilities. Tate of Middlesex, same situation here. We couldn't find the shield or the armature, but the crest is a horse's head coupe proper. And lastly, Tate of England, crest on a point of a sword, erect proper, a maunch ermine. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, where we offer genealogy research service, high-resolution digital JPEGs, and heraldic merchandise such as t-shirts, posters, and mugs. Link in the description. Thank you very much.